So, Jens, would you please just give me a little bit of history of what you do and how you came to know reSTART and what you did for reSTART?
All right. So my name is Jens. For work, I work in IT. That's my professional life, I guess. Have been doing that for 20, 30 years almost. When reSTART opened, I started working as the, not even part-time, occasional mindfulness instructor with the clients, I think once or twice a week.
So, reflecting back on that, on the time you have worked with our clients, and sort of, what is your observation of how those clients were impacted by their tech use?
I found it interesting to see the changes from when they arrived at reSTART, and then they usually stayed, I think, 3 months at the inpatient facility. I think the changes were really interesting, and so to answer your question about my observations, for the large majority, I think the experience was positive, like compared to how they interacted, how they, spoke and felt and interacted with us and each other, compared to when they started versus when they left the 3 months, the facility. I think that was quite a change. I was always amazed at how much more social and I think also happier and relaxed people became once they started to engage with themselves, like develop some self-awareness and realize that not all life happens in the screen and the virtual world, that they can actually have fun in the real world and interact with each other. And there's some nice friendships that came out of that. And I'm still in touch with some of the folks. For the large majority, the time out there was beneficial.
And what was your observation of how they responded to mindfulness?
That's a tricky question. Because the mindfulness practice oftentimes also depends on kind of the temperament of the person and their interest. That was kind of scattered all over the spectrum. There were those people who actually were interested in the practice and in talking about what is involved, how you integrate the practice in daily life. And then there was the other side of the spectrum of people who just didn't care a bit. It was kind of a bit of a bell curve here, and I think the majority enjoyed it. I don't think they would carry it into their life long term, but while we were at reSTART, I think they did enjoy the gatherings. They did enjoy the slow time of it, because I thought sometimes they're very busy out at reSTART, and so these 2 or 3 hours of mindfulness for them meant to slow down and not have anything else for the rest of the evening. We used to do these mindfulness sessions in the evenings, and I think that was just a nice kind of wrap up of the day. I'd like to think most of them enjoyed it.